Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering deck tech video. Today I'm going to be talking about a white-black sacrifice deck that I built myself. So how does this deck work? I know you might hear sacrifice deck and you get a little bit confused, but I promise I'll do my best to explain this deck to you. So first of all, this deck has a bunch of black and white cards, as you probably already know because I said that before, but what's special about these cards is that they have the ability whenever this creature dies or whenever another creature dies. First, I'll talk about Doomed Dissenter and Hobbling Zombie, which are two very important cards in our deck. So they both have the effect to create creature tokens, a 2/2 zombie creature token and a 2/2 zombie creature token with Decayed. This is good because we can sacrifice these creatures like Doomed Dissenter, a 1/1, to get a 2/2 in return, as well as we can sacrifice Hobbling Zombie or have Hobbling Zombie fight a creature that's stronger than it because it has Death Touch and create a 2/2 zombie with Decay, which can be again sacrificed to other creatures, as I'll talk about later. Next, I'll talk about Shambling Ghast. Shambling Ghast has two abilities. When this creature dies, choose one. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. This is useful for when you've weakened a creature by attacking Shambling Ghast. Maybe it's a 2/2, or you can create a treasure token, and that allows you to gain mana. Next, I'm going to talk about Kaya, the inexorable. So the Planeswalker's +1 ability, which is really what we're going to be focusing on, is it allows us to put emblems on our creatures that when this creature dies, it creates a 1/1 white spirit creature token with fly. That's good because we can sacrifice the tokens and we can use them as chump blockers. Now, how are we going to sacrifice these tokens and creatures? Well, this is how we're going to do it. First way, we're going to sacrifice them to spells like Deadly Dispute and Village Rites, which have as an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice an artifact or creature. These spells also allow us to draw cards, which is good because they allow us to sacrifice creatures, get those death effects, and then also allow us to refuel our hand. The second way we're going to sacrifice creatures is to sacrifice them to Novice Dissector. For 1 mana, sacrifice another creature, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. This is good because it allows us to get that death effect, and then it also allows us to buff the creatures that are going to stay around. Now, what creatures are going to stay around, you might ask? Unruly Mob and Luminous Phantom. Now, Unruly Mob's first ability is whenever a creature you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on Unruly Mob. This means that whenever we sacrifice a creature, we get the creature's death effect, we get the effect of the sacrifice, like drawing cards or putting counters on things, and Unruly Mob gets a 1/1 counter on it in addition to that. Now, Luminous Phantom, its ability that we're really going to be focusing on is whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, you gain 1 life. So not only do we fuel Unruly Mob, not only do we get the death effect, and not only do we get the effect of the sacrifice, drawing cards, or putting 1/1 counters on things, we also gain 1 life. Now, Luminous Phantom transforms from Lunarch Veteran, which is good for the early game, gaining life. Now, how are we going to bring these creatures back from the dead that have when this creature leaves the battlefield or when this creature dies effects? Well, we have Shepherd of the Cosmos, Dauntless Avenger, and Blood Fountain to thank for that. Shepherd of the Cosmos ability is when Shepherd of the Cosmos enter the battlefield, return target permanent card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this allows us to get cards like Shambling Ghast and a bunch of other cards with mana value 2 or less for more value. We have Dauntless Avenger, which transforms from Bewriddled Survivor, and when it attacks, return target card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. This can also get a bunch of other really good creatures back. And last but not least, Blood Fountain. Blood Fountain costs 3 mana and a swamp to sacrifice Blood Fountain, return up to 2 target creatures from your graveyard to your hand. This is really great because you can return any creatures from the graveyard to your hand. They do not have to be mana value 2 or less. And yes, let's jump right into some practice games. Interested, here's the deck list. I'll also leave a link to the deck list down below in the description. And now let's get into some practice games. Alright, so instead of playing music like I usually do, I'm going to be recording my audio against Bear. This is a pretty good hand. I'm gonna keep it. I want to draw Deadly Dispute, Novice Dissector, or a Village Rites, probably. Tranquil Cove. Alright, so I'm gonna Doom Dissenter. And then pass. So there's thieves. Maybe they're playing werewolves. Blue-white werewolves. Because the card sleeves are werewolves. Or they're just totally unrelated. Which is probably the truth. So do I attack? I'm gonna attack with Doom Dissenter. I honestly want them to kill it. But I don't know if they're going to. Lancing Sliver, they're playing Slivers, so gonna Plains, Unruly Mob, Vengeful Stranger, and then play it by ear. No attacks. Alright, Slivers are kind of scary, but I think that I can beat them. If they decide to attack. Because I do have Fey Death. That's an instant. So I'm going to Foretell Shepherd of the Cosmos, pass turn. Leeching Sliver. Okay. Are they playing 3-color Sliver? Why wouldn't they be playing red and green? Those have the most slivers, I believe. Probably the best ones, too. So Shambling Gas. Do you think I should attack with it? Once I get the chance, I will. But pass for now. Diffusion Sliver. Resolve. Oh, resolve that. Now they have basically all of the slivers have a ward too. They're thinking it's their attack phase. Are they gonna attack? No, they aren't. My turn. Alright, Village Rites, finally. Shambling Ghast, goodbye. Create a treasure or -1/-1? Diffusion Sliver is gonna leave the battlefield. I'll pay the mana. I'm gonna pay 2 planes. Resolve. Transform that and goodbye to Diffusion, but it has Unearth, but I don't know if that really matters. Pass turn. If they attack, all Fey Death and then Unearth, okay. Are they gonna attack with it, does that mean? Or do they not know what Unearth means? Alright, they're all gonna attack with everything. Resolve all. Pass to blockers. Do that because I want that to die. I'm not gonna block with Unruly Mob. Dauntless Avenger is gonna go... I want it to die, so I'm just gonna put it against like a Lancing or something. 2 blocks. And now I'm gonna Fey Death, Dauntless Avenger. And Fey Death, Doom Dissenter. I guess I get another 2/2. Alright. So I don't think they realized what they just did. Gonna play this. I'll put a... What do I want? So this is gonna die soon. That's gonna be my next sacrifice, so I'm just gonna put a counter on that. Do I attack with it? I'm gonna attack with it too, I guess. Create a 2/2 and a 1/1 with flying. And transform and get a counter. So, and it goes back to my hand. So that's a lot better than I thought it would go. Oh, so they are playing red. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've never seen a black, white, blue sliver deck. Top land, Doom Dissenter, Deadly Dispute it. Or no, put a 1/1, then Deadly Dispute it. I'm gonna get all of the value out of this Doom Dissenter that I can. Create a 2/2 and a 1/1, and then get it back into my hand. A bunch of triggers. I use this treasure? I'm gonna use this treasure to get it back to the battlefield. And then I bet my opponents are just tired of seeing that doomed dissenter. I could do the minus double strike. Alright, so I'm gonna exile that. Lancer Sliver and Striking Sliver, they both have the same ability, just Lancer Sliver costs a lot more. Plains, Brave Survivor, another Doomed Dissenter. Pass the turn. So I'm building quite a big board here. First Sliver's chosen, that's gonna die. Actually, yeah, first Sliver's chosen is gonna die next turn, then I'll do +1/+1. Next few turns until I can get rid of more cards. Do I have any creatures in my graveyard that I can get back? Shambling Ghast, but I don't really need that. Exile their first Sliver's chosen. Shepherd of the Cosmos, their Shambling Ghast back. Do I attack? I'll attack with 2 Doomed Dissenters to get 2/2s, and then I'll attack with Vengeful Stranger. Just to speed up the emblem their creatures get. So I'll destroy their Sentinel. Unless they start sacrificing other slivers, which is not really making much sense for them to do. Okay, so I don't think they realized what they just did. Lots of triggers, transforming Dauntless Avenger, Unruly Mobs now 9/9, 2 more zombie tokens, and their Sentinel Sliver has an emblem with a sacrifice a permanent. Spiteful Sliver. Alright, so that can be a problem. Ouch. Alright, so I think that's... Wait, target... Is it target player? Yeah, that's good game. Here. Actually, is it good game? So, I don't block the 1/1s. And so I'll take 3 damage, 4, 5... Actually, no, they're not going to take damage because they're going to die if I just block with 1/1s. And take 2. I need to get rid of that Spiteful Sliver. Mana F Sliver. So are they gonna play like the first Sliver here and cascade a bunch, or what? Another Spiteful Sliver? And a Backblade Sliver? Oh god. I think that I just lost this match. Unless I draw a board wipe that does not exist in my deck. Alright, Hobbling Zombie. Do you think I can attack with everything and get away with it? And win? Because they have 20 life. Huh. Dauntless Avenger. Alright, so if they block with the 12/12, the 4/3, and the 3, then they're gonna kill me. So I think I just attack with everything and just see how it goes, because either way I'm gonna lose. Unless they don't block, then that would be great. So how are they gonna block? Good game. So if they would have blocked my Unruly, here, let me view Battlefield. If they would have blocked Unruly Mobbed with Spiteful Sliver, Dauntless Avenger with Mana Weft, and Dauntless Avenger with Blockbait, then they could have used the ability of, when this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player or planeswalker. They could have dealt that to me, and I would have lost the game. So I think that they just saw, oh, they're attacking with a huge board, and they just conceded because they were scared. And they didn't realize that they had Spiteful Sliver. But yeah, this game shows you can create 5 tokens with 2 creatures. Yeah, let's get to the next game. Alright, into our next game. Against Placid Tuna. Let's go. So this is a good hand. Turn 1 tap land, yeah. So I'm gonna tap land, turn 1 Scoured Barrens. Hey, same turn 1 play. That's pretty cool. Just different art. Now they're gonna play a mountain and then a young dragon. Alright, so they're playing dragons or treasure tokens. I'm gonna play a swamp, then hobbling zombie. Next turn play another, probably play another Scoured Barrens with an Unruly Mob. Next turn, that plains Deadly Dispute, Blood Fountain. Alright, so yeah, they're playing dragons. What am I gonna do about the flying? I don't know, but we'll get there when we get there. Let's try to chip them down life, because once they get a bunch of 5/5 flying creatures, it's gonna get kind of scary. Key to the Archive. So they can get a Time Warp and Approach of the Second Sun. A bunch of removal is can be drafted by Key to the Archive, but we'll see what they choose. It also gives 2 mana, so they have a lot of mana right now. Plains, Doom Dissenter, and then Deadly Dispute. The Doom Dissenter to get a 2/2 token, and then next turn I'll play Dice. I can't pronounce this. Oh, Blood Fountain, actually. Novice Dissector, a Plains, Lunarch Veteran. Sacrifice the Lunarch Veteran to put a 1/1 counter on the Novice Dissector. And then, okay, so they murder the Unruly Mob. They scry to, Coralessa something. I didn't read it. Coralessa Scale Slinger. Alright, so they can cast dragon spells from the top of their library. Novice Dissector, Lunarch Veteran, and then pass turn. Next turn, I'll sacrifice Lunarch Veteran and then disturb it back in. Fearsome Whelp. Alright, put a 1/1 counter on it. Sacrifice Lunarch Veteran to get Luminous Phantom. That's 3 mana. Discard Shepherd. No, I'm gonna get that back. Cancel. I'm gonna foretell Shepherd of the Cosmos and get Unruly Mob back with Shepherd of the Cosmos. Is there anything I want to sacrifice? No. Alright. Pass turn. Resolve. Rugged Highlands. So they're playing 5-color dragons. Time Warp. Oh, that's what they drafted with the Key to the Archive. Do I block? I think I'm gonna block, honestly. I get it's 1 damage, but I also want to get rid of that. Alright, I lose a life. Elsbeth Repent or Respelent. I don't know how to say that. What are they gonna choose? 1/1 counter. Yeah. 1/1 counter and vigilance. Alright, so I'm gonna death touch that. Oh. Looks like they weren't drawing anything good.